So hi guys, I'm Kemp, and I'm talking about road safety again. So just a quick survey, just a raise of hands. How many of you have witnessed or been in a car accident in the last few months? Just a raise of hands. Yeah. So I guess some of you haven't, and I think that's pretty lucky. So last year, according to MMDA statistics, just in Metro Manila, on average each day, there's about 270 damage to property because of road crashes, and then there's about 49 non-fatal injuries each day, and about 1 death each day on average last year. So these are just some cases of more recent crashes around the Philippines. So why do I want to bring this up? I think it's because of Grab's mission, which is how it was phrased on their website is it wants to create a safer every day for their customers and partners as well as the community as a whole. So what is safety and how can you quantify dangerous driving? So from our data, we have telematics data, and it's from a device GPS, which is on the phone, which is the phone of the driver. So we have stuff like the accelerometer, gyroscope data, speed, second, the GPS bearing, and accuracy. So these are the different metrics that are already being tracked. And on top of that, I created a few other features. So these are total acceleration on all three like X, Y, and Z. And then total gyroscope magnitude, again on X, Y, and Z. Then I also created another feature, which was the delta of the accelerometer, the speed, and the gyroscope and bearing. So this basically tracks the sudden change in these metrics in every second. So I just want to highlight a few things, which is the accuracy. So this graph basically shows dangerous versus non-dangerous trips. And we see that the mean accuracy of not dangerous trips are generally lower than those of dangerous trips. Also again, for some reason, I plotted this, which is time. Generally we see again that for non-dangerous trips, the time is much shorter on average for the time of trips. So I modeled this, and the best model I came up with was a random forest classifier. It produced about 80% for an ROC-AUC score. However, I thought that ROC-AUC, which was the prescribed metric by Grab, wasn't telling the whole story. So instead, I chose to use other metrics, such as the F1 score. So the model here, you can see that it's very good at predicting safe trips. However, it doesn't do so well with dangerous trips, and there are several reasons for this. One is because our data is highly skewed. There are way more safe trips than dangerous trips. Although I did try to alleviate this by resampling and other methods, this is still the output. So why do I want to highlight that it doesn't do well with dangerous trips? This is because this is our Apple goal. We want to be able to predict when a trip is becoming dangerous. Because what's the use of being able to predict if a trip is safe? We'd rather predict if a trip is dangerous. That's where our business, So I guess why Grab really wanted the challenge was really to be able to predict when a trip is becoming dangerous. This is because safe trips, again, are really common, and you want to be able to figure out when a trip is dangerous. So this is just showing feature importances. So one thing that I really want to highlight is the seconds. For some reason, seconds is really important for the random forest classifier. And I've been trying to figure this out for a while now. And I feel it has something to do with how the data is labeled. Sorry. So moving forward with my recommendations is, one is, I want better or more data. The data given simply doesn't tell the entire story for me. Some better feature engineering that I'm working on now is maybe instead of the delta being changed, being tracked every second, maybe a better delta would be every 60 seconds, because that's how car acceleration is being tracked. Another recommendation is better scoring metrics. The ROC, AUC just doesn't tell. There are other metrics that tell a better story. And then the biggest thing on my mind until now is what actually constitutes safe or unsafe driving for Grab. So the data given and doesn't tell us how the data was labeled and when Grab deems a trip as unsafe. So that's one of the biggest problems I ran into.